Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your Instagram, your TikTok, your Twitter, and everywhere else where you share the highlights of your life. Maybe you have lots of color, maybe you have lots of black and white, maybe you're a little emo plus, I don't know, cottagecore or something. That's how you basically give a life resume online. Sometimes it gets to the point where you can no longer determine what your personal life is versus your online life, because everything in your personal life is online already. We see this all the time with vloggers and influencers and creators and YouTubers, TikTokers, all of the sort, sharing every single aspect of their life. And in turn, that pressures us to do the same, because it's like, well, if they're doing that, then that's how I should act on the internet. However, that's a dangerous path to go down. You know why? Because you lose a sense of yourself. Now, who am I to be talking? Who am I to be talking? Well, my name is Taylor Cassidy, and I am a content creator who has been down this hole of losing her personal life because it was so integrated and so defined by what I posted online. Now, how did I get out of that? And how am I getting out of that? I will show you. Yes, welcome to this video. This video is about how to get out of the trap of combining and congealing and tangling your personal life so much with social media that you can't tell the two apart. Hey, this is Editing Taylor. Little disclaimer before we start, because I feel like I didn't pinpoint it. This video is for people who feel like they have to post their personal life online. If you love sharing with your audience, if you love sharing with your friends a lot of your personal life, do that. Do that. I can't stop you. But this is for people who feel so much pressure to post about their life online that they can't define a personal life out of it. Okay, watch the video and have some fun. Have fun. If you're an old head, or maybe you're not part of the Gen Z generation and you're looking at this video and you're like, that's so easy. Why is she even making a video about this? This is so dumb. Such a young generation thing to do. They can't just not post online. That's so dumb. Well, congratulations. You grew up at some point without social media. You know what it was like to not share your entire personal life online or not be defined by social media. With Gen Z, from the time we were little and competent, social media and the internet was just part of life. The trends came from there. The music came from there. The dances came from there. What food we wanted to try came from there. What places we wanted to visit came from there. How to be successful at a young age came from there. Everything came from social media. Literally, I joined my first social media in 4th grade. 4th grade, baby. That's young. And as Gen Z, we don't know what it's like to live without social media, so we don't have the tools to have these real life moments without wanting to take a picture. And I'm not saying that as like a lecture or like this is wrong and our community and our society is corrupt, which it is. I'm saying that because it's a fact. Now, how do you know if your personal life is defined by social media? Well, I will tell you. If you are consistently going to places just for pictures, it could be like, let's go to this carnival, even though I hate carnivals because I really want a picture of by the Ferris wheel like I saw that one content creator do. It's something like that. You don't have to say it, but it can be really subconscious. Like you could go to a museum, even though you hate going to museums, just to get a picture in front of like an art piece or something. Constantly thinking about comments, likes, how a picture looks, editing, and day-to-day tasks. If you're making a meal, constantly asking the question, should I film this? Should I put this in my story? I think I should take a picture of this. But it's to the point where it's constant and you don't know how to get it off of your mind. Maybe if your post didn't do well, maybe if instead of 10 comments on your last Instagram post, you only got 5 this time. If that post didn't do well, you don't see any value in it. Like if it didn't get a certain number of likes or views or something, you're like, oh, that video didn't do well, so maybe I wasn't good enough in it. Or maybe the content wasn't good enough. Maybe you really loved that video before you posted it, but after it didn't do well, you saw no value in it. You feel that when you're doing something fun, you must vlog or take a photo or it didn't happen. We've all heard this thing, you know, influencers taking pictures of their food before they eat it, like, if you didn't take pics, it didn't happen. It's a very real thing. It's a very real thing. It's very real to be maybe you're living your best life and you feel that if you don't post about your achievements or what happened online, it didn't happen, or it feels as if it didn't have any worth. And that's just not right. It's not right to be living life like that. The basis of my argument right now is off of the term work-life balance. Work-life balance is defined as the equilibrium between personal life and career work. Now, usually this is used in, you know, if you have a career and your work is too caught up in your personal life, or your personal life is too caught up in your work, so that they're not balanced and they overwhelm one another. I've learned that the same goes for on and offline. So I'm not the most perfect person at doing this, so I don't have all the answers. I don't even know if this is like a real like mental thing or not, but here are some tips that I've been using. Number one, it's the easiest tip. Turn your phone off. I'm for real. If you're watching this video on the laptop, practice it now. Turn your phone off. If you want to go a step further, leave it in another room. You can start for an hour. You can start for 10 minutes. You can start for 30 minutes. It forces you to take the first step of silence. By constantly having your phone on, you always have an open door to go online, to go on social media, and to commit your time to something. But when you turn your phone off, there's silence. And you must come to terms with the fact that sometimes in life there is silence. And it gives you a chance to sit in this silence, breathe, and realize what a great gift I have to live right now. Now, I'm not saying like turn your phone off every single time you're not on it. I don't even do that. I'm saying maybe one day out of the week, spend an hour painting, spend an hour dancing, literally dancing to some music on a CD. You will not believe what that simple act will do. Number two is give gifts to yourself, only for you. What does this mean? Does this mean it's time to go get a Gucci bag, Dior? It's time to go get and all of these things so I can flex them? Oh my gosh, I'm gifting myself self-care, self-love. No, that's not what I'm saying. You can do that. Go ahead and do that. If you got the bag, spend the bag however you want. What I am saying is start giving gifts to yourself for only you. That means it's not shared online. You don't even take pictures of it. You don't even take a video of it. For example, this could be taking yourself to a museum and don't take any pictures. Rest in the silence, read the little plaques and everything, and really take time to give that gifts to yourself of not having to share your experience with somebody else. Number three is probably one of the things that is most prevalent on my mind right now, the thing that I'm learning. Take things for how they are, and not just your expectations. Y'all already know, you could go to every location that people share pretty pictures of where the saturation's all the way turned up online, and you go there and it's not gonna meet your expectations. I can't stop that. However, I can say that whenever you go out and experience life, if you find yourself feeling disappointed because something or someone didn't live up to your expectations, take a step back and think to yourself, this is how it's being presented to me and this is how it's being given. So I can either take it, find the good in it, or more so find the truth in it and learn from it, or I can just constantly be pushing my own expectations on other people that they could have never met to begin with. This takes out the wanting of some fantasized version of life and really forces you to see the actual beauty in life. There is a quote from 500 Days of Summer, the movie, that really sparked this kind of realization that I had. It's from this character. He's describing his longtime relationship. He starts going on about, yes, I guess I do have a dream girl, big boobs, long hair, whatever. But then he goes into say that his actual relationship that he's in, the girl that he's with, isn't necessarily his dream girl, but truthfully, Robin's better than the girl of my dreams. She's real. That freaking punched me in the face. We're taught that like you can have all of these dreams and just dream up the biggest thing that you can, which you should, but dream up the perfect image of this, dream up the perfect life. Anything less than that isn't good enough and it's not going to make you happy. Something that I'm still learning is that the blessings that you're given, they are amazing, and even if they are amazing and they still don't live up to your like perfect expectations, they're way better than your unrealistic expectations Because they're real. They're being placed in your hands right in front of you. And if you can put that into practice, which is a practice, you will get more and more aware of that blessing. Number 4, set boundaries with what you share online and what you're influenced by. As a creator, I obviously don't share like my address in my school online. Those are boundaries I don't share because of my safety. But there's another part of that. As a creator, I've also chosen not to show a lot of parts of my life, not because they're wrong or I'm ashamed of them, but because I don't want to share them with the internet, because that's part of my life that I want to keep. Not to bring up the museums again, but I take solo trips to museums and I don't take pictures. I don't share it online because I set that boundary. Whenever it's me time, it's me time. I'm not necessarily always consistently going to make a video about it and post it online saying, taking myself on a date. It's like whenever celebrities don't share their relationship online. They're trying to salvage them. They don't want your opinion. Exactly. So the things that I do for me, I don't want your opinion. I'm sorry. You can give your opinion about other things I share, but not that. Part 2 of this is what you're influenced by. It's super easy to ask the internet for everything, like a friend. Going on Pinterest for like, what should my style be? What should I dress like, or something like that? Or it's going on TikTok and trying to see, how should I be funny? Or how should my personality be? It's fine to look for inspiration. It's great. That's what social media is for, inspiration, and inspiration in your own life. It's time to start setting those boundaries of what you look for when you start to look at yourself and your natural features and who you are as a person and say, this part of me is wrong because Pinterest said so. Now hold up. I am not talking about toxic behavior. If you find out on the internet that you are toxic, fix that shit. We don't want it. What I'm talking about is like, if you love cottagecore and you love wearing flowy dresses and the trend online is like 2000s girls, and you look at yourself and you're like, oh, this cottagecore is wrong, I need to dress like something else, that's when it's time to take a step back. Holla. Take a step back. And my last tip for you, boundaries. And my last tip for you is to journal your experience. One of the most rewarding things that I have done since the beginning of high school is journaling. Now I know it's really hard for a lot of people because it is really hard to stay consistent with that. When you start to write down your thoughts, you give birth to new ones. You are more articulate with your beliefs. You discover more of yourself, how you think, the words you like to use, what you'd like to learn more of. When you look back on those journal notes or whatever, even a month after, even a week after, and you see your growth and you see your experience and you see the real life that has happened to you, you're encouraged more to live another day. You're encouraged more to go and challenge yourself. So journal, do all of these things, and I wish you so much love and spiritual growth in separating your personal, real life from a life online. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am so happy to be sharing this with you because this is a video that I would have it would have changed my life 6 months ago. I really hope that you find new life in your own life, especially against this panorama when it feels like nothing is real. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.